Welcome back to BNN.
Hello everybody, and welcome to BNN News on Channel 3. As it's New Year's Eve, we have decided to set up a special newscast.
And today we'll be doing a decade review on the last past fads and events that have been going on the last past 10 years.
The first story today that we will be covering is the tragic 3 Mile Island incident with our anchor, Landon.
Thanks, Thomas. Now, on to the story. On March 28, 1979, in the town of, near the town of Middleton, Pennsylvania, the 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant had suffered an accident. Although the accident was not severe here to the point of the facility being destroyed and was able to be stopped before anything significant would occur. The event began an uproar with the citizens of the United States of America pushing the government and to make new laws regarding the production of nuclear energy in favor of fossil fuels and oil. The health issues that arose after the accident were as towards the health risk that anyone had endured during the accident is unknown. As no one has shown any signs of illness to radioactive poisoning.
So what's your opinion on this whole 3 Mile Island incident?
Well, I think it's just way too dangerous. I think we should stop making nuclear energy because my house was too close to this. I could have lost everything. I think we have to find a more efficient way of creating energy that doesn't run the risk of somebody losing everything they own.
Well, it was indeed a very tragic event. Moving on to a much brighter note, let's move on to our weatherman, Will, with the forecast. Will?
As you can see today, it's going to be mostly sunny with some slight overcast and chances of showers, so you might want to have an umbrella with you. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Will. Our next story is on the final 5 years of the Vietnam War we endured.
Hi, I'm Johnny Smithers here with
Sergeant Larry.
Sergeant Larry, and tell us how the war is looking.
Well, right now we're in some pretty bad trouble. We're stuck in the forest. The communists are closing in, and we need backup, or we're gonna start getting pulled out of this war and let the Vietnamese fight it by themselves.
You're here to hear it first, folks. Coming back to you.
Go. Now, before our next topic, here's a word from our sponsor.
Hi, and welcome to Vaughn's. Here we have a lot of stuff, a lot of household supplements and supplies for the family in need, as well as the wife at home. We've got a lot of food, resources, and vegetables, as well as cereal and candy for the kids.
The typical family in the 1970s consisted of a mother, a father, and many kids. During this time, there were less stay-at-home moms because women were participating in the workforce as nurses, secretaries, and salespeople, and among many other jobs. One big addition to the modern household were modernized microwaves. These became available in 1970 for home use for $495, sold by Arathon. Another big thing that happened was inflation. More people got paid and more money was circulating, resulting in everyday items costing more. Even with this inflation, women still got paid less by certain companies, which at the time was illegal. Air travel was another big thing that made the scene in the 70s. It became affordable to big families to take trips to places like Disney World in Orlando, Florida, which opened in 1971. Music was also a massive part of this decade. Along with modern rock and roll, we also found love in disco. This new music was played throughout roller rinks and many other places during the 70s.
So what's your opinion on all this new 70s music, like disco and rock and roll? I like it a lot. I like to listen to it at the roast sink when I go out with my friends. It's pretty nice.
This has been a wonderful decade to share with you all. See you next time on
BNN.